Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Barchach to honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim. Wa'akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. All right, another video through the Spirit. Your brother Malak from GMS Detroit. Now, this one right here, make a long story short, you know, I watched this video right here from the elder. But then, give me 1 second. I was reading earlier today, Luke the 24th chapter, and the Spirit hit me to do a video. You know, all through the Spirit. It's like I was reading Luke the 24th chapter, all right, and you know, and then it all dawned on me, all right. But the elder Yahshua here, he was doing a video showing how the kingdom of heaven, you know, it's going to be physically established here on the earth, and the fact that we will have those new supernatural and spiritual bodies, and we will be capable of physical things, regardless of what a scoffer thinks. And it's not that hard of a thing to fully wrap your head around. Now, the full potency of the powers that we'll, you know, possess, we'll learn that when we got it. All right, we're gonna see who can jump the highest and run the fastest, and you know, all this and all that. But we understand that the kingdom of heaven is going to consist of we're gonna have real bodies that are perfect. They no longer sin, and we will be capable of real physical interaction, such as eating, reproduction, okay, movement. We're not just gonna be cloudy dust of white space floating around, and when we communicate, we glow up a little bit, you know, like a bunch of fucking Casper ghosts. That's not how it's written. I'm going to get an example dealing with Yahushua himself. After he died and he returned, he was in his glorified body, and look at some of the things he was capable of doing. All right, now, like I said, I'm going to be lambacking off of the elder here. So we're gonna go right to Luke. I'm just gonna hop right into it. After he was raised up, he had appeared before some of his disciples, and he got to communicating with them and something else as well. Luke, what is this? Let me see. Okay, I could start further up, but I want to start here. I'm gonna start here right at it, because he appeared to some other disciples as well. But right here is where he does something critical. So Luke 24 and 36. This is when the disciples were, you know, they were gathered together speaking about him, because people were starting to talk about, hey, I seen him here. Hey, I seen him there. Right? So verse Luke 24 and 36, it says, and as they thus spake, Yahushua himself stood in the midst of them and said unto them, peace be unto you. So right there, you see one of the capabilities with the new bodies is instant transmission, if you will. All right, teleportation, the ability to appear and disappear suddenly in places instantly. All right, verse 37. But they were terrified and affrighted, and supposed that they had seen a spirit. Rightfully so. You know, if you hanging with the homies and a whole human pop up in front of you, you're gonna be like, hey, you know, where'd he come from? What the heck? Caught him by surprise. Understandably so. And he said unto them, why are ye troubled? And why do your thoughts, and why do thoughts arise in your hearts? Another thing, he was able, he had telepathy, the ability to read minds. All right, and these are the words that, you know, we use to explain the shit now, growing up in the white man's world, right? We ain't gonna be calling it this shit in the kingdom, but this is what we call it now. It says, behold my hands and my feet, that it is I myself, handle me and see. Handle me and see, for a spirit hath not flesh and bones, as ye see me have. And when he had thus spoken, he showed them his hands and his feet. And now, so you know how he died. He was on the cross. He was nailed to the cross, literally at his hands, all right, at the joints, and then at his feet, you know, slightly above the ankle. He allowed those holes to stay there in that body for a reason. And that reason is what? You go to John now. All right, Salakia, John 21. Some of y'all already knew, hey, the studious amongst us. You should have knew where I was going, right? John 21 and Salakia, John 20. We'll start back at verse, we'll start at verse 25. All right, 24 actually, Salakia. Before we fuck the whole plot up. John 20 and 24. But Thomas, one of the 12, called Didymus, was not with them when Yahushua came. All right, and we know that his name. He was a twin, right? Thomas. He was a twin, but more importantly, he's known as Doubting Tom. All right, why? Verse 25. It says, the other disciples therefore said unto him, we have seen the Lord. But he said unto them, except I shall see in his hands the print of the nails, and put my finger into the print of the nails, and thrust my hand into his side, I will not believe. And after 8 days, again his disciples were within, and Thomas with them. Then came Yahushua, the doors being shut, and stood in the midst, and said, peace be unto you. So right here, he teleported into the building just to come have a good talk with Thomas. It says, verse 27. Then saith he to Thomas, reach hither thy hand, and behold my hands, and reach hither thy hand, and thrust it into my side, and be not faithless, but believing. And Thomas answered and said unto him, my Lord and my power. Yahushua saith unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen and yet have believed. So right there, that being the main point. That's why Yahushua, he had that perfected body, which was capable of supernatural capabilities, yet the holes remained in his hand, and the piercing in his side as a testament, as a testimony. This whole, you have the phrase that he said to John the Baptist, suffer it to be so now. This prophecy had to be fulfilled for it to be a testament for today's time. Us, the Israelite foreigners, although we haven't seen Yahushua physically, we believe. All right, and that's also reminded in 2nd Esdras, or should I say it's told again in 2nd Esdras, the 1st chapter, the 32nd verse. All right, so going back to that Luke now. So, hey, we'll have the ability to, with those new bodies, and when I say we, referring to the elect of the nation of Israel, primarily the 144,000 men, they're going to be made into, like I like to say, unstoppable God, king, priest killing machines. If need be, and it's going to be needed. We're going to have the ability to alter our physical appearance if need be. All right, what did Yahushua say? The things that I do shall you do also and greater. You can read in the book of Tobit, you had the angel Raphael. He was able to cause optical illusions. He made it appear as if he was eating, and he wasn't. So the things that they're able to do, we're going to be able to do. 1 Corinthians, the 6th chapter, it tells you that we shall judge angels. All right, the elect men are going to be over the angels. Why is that? Because the elect with Yahushua created everything. Okay, coming back to this Luke now, Luke 24, and jumping back where I left off. So after he displayed his wounds, verse 41, and while they yet believed not for joy, and while they yet believed not for joy and wondered, he said unto them, have ye here any meat? And they gave him a piece of broiled fish and of an honeycomb, and he took it and did eat before them. And he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled, which were written in the law of Moses and in the prophets and in the Psalms concerning me. Then opened he in their understanding, that they might understand the scriptures. All right, so the main point being here that he literally ate. With that new perfect body, he ate and consumed food. Okay, so with those new bodies, we're going to be able to perform physical actions on top of supernatural actions, things in which we are not capable of currently, because we have been denied that after the fall of Adam. And if you don't believe this part of the ministry, this part of the faith, the deeper, far out, mysterious things, then you You gotta pray up, get that together, because this is going to happen. This is real. Men, hey, that's funny. This is real. The elect will be capable of these things. All right. Now, all of the nation of Israel will be, reborn in a process of time in the kingdom of heaven. But the 144,000 men, they're going to be a special lot, capable of special things with those physical bodies. Eating is included. Reproduction is included. If you have a problem with that, you have a problem with the kingdom. You need to take that up with somebody. You got to figure it out. Might need to get up from under one of these bugged out teachers. Stop listening to vocab. All right, and get it together. Let me get do this. Let me go to Isaiah. We're going to enjoy this world finally and properly. Here it is. We've gone through all this suffering, and then the Lord gets here and we just turn to balls of white light floating. No arms, no legs, and when we talk to each other, we're going to glow harder and hum. No. All right, no. At all. Not at all. Isaiah 65 and 20. It says, "There shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor any old man that hath not filled his days." Meaning what? Now, we're going to be immortal in the kingdom, all of us. But this is showing you that we're not. Now, people die prematurely, randomly. Baby, hey, I had a coworker, his baby died. They said his baby had just, what's that shit called? Random baby death syndrome, whatever it's called, sudden baby death syndrome. A couple months old, man. Well, we aren't going to have that issue, and nor are we going to age out in the kingdom of heaven. We're going to be we're going to maintain a perfect physical appearance throughout all the rest of eternity. Straight up. All right, it says, "Nor an old man that hath not filled his days, for the child shall die 100 years old, but the sinner being 100 years old shall be accursed." All right, this is a metaphor. This isn't, we're not going to die. And I can go pull a whole host of other scriptures telling you we're immortal. That's without a doubt. This is telling you, this is making the comparison. In today's world, if you 100, you considered old. But in the kingdom, if you 100, boy, you still a baby. Boy, you don't know nothing. 5,000 years into the kingdom, some little Jake that's 100, boy, go sit down. All right, it's going to be incomparable. Verse 21: "And they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. They shall not build and another inhabit, they shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. They shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth for trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of the Lord, and their offspring with them." So we're going to eat, we're going to build, we're going to have physical pleasures, and we're going to produce children by way of seed, while we ourselves are the seed line, the offspring of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It's that plain and simple. Okay, so it's going to be this right here. Damn it. There's going to be plenty of this. Okay, and something else, if you didn't know, Israelite, as a man, you can have wives of other tribes. Okay, the issue is, you're dealing in law. If a father had only daughters, the daughters had to get married off to someone of the same tribe of the nearest kin, so his inheritance, the land rights, wouldn't go to another tribe. Okay, so you're going to have brothers. Don't worry, don't fret, and don't stress. All right, if you Issachar, you ain't going to be stuck to Issachar. You're going to be able to have all the wives that you please and need. All right, so that's about it. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash, to honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all like Akim, wa Akwath, learning, teaching in truth and sincerity. Shalom.